Alright, so today I'm talking about English and I'll be teaching you English for essay, as I say in the previous video. A lot of people that just can't get what I'm saying because of my speed. They say I'm speaking too fast. And let me just break down for you. So in the essay we have three parts. For KSS and syllabus, we have three parts here. So for the first part, we got actually the email. Yeah, so we need to write an email. So it's three part divided for 20 marks, and another 20 marks. Plus up everything 60 marks. And so you will need to write an email. So the most important thing is about greeting salutation. So if you want to greet someone, you can actually write hi, hello, or you can say dear, what's your name? For example, dear James. Or you can say hi, hello James, and then comment. But I would prefer the best one is dear. Oh, my ink's finished. Recently, I've been doing a lot of revisions and I actually use a lot of ink, so I just can't track down. It's my ink finish note. There's a lot of revision here. So the best one I could say is dear. Dear is the best on email. Dear is the best. Here you go. Dear is the best. Alright? So I'll just highlight the most important things that you must know. So dear, nice to hear from you. For the first sentence, we can write nice to hear from you, and hope you are doing well. So I prefer to write hope you are doing well or nice to hear from you. So just remember, in an exam, we just write one sentence. Nice to hear from you, alright? We don't need to remember a lot, we just remember two sentences. Then for the second section of the email, we got accepting invitation. I would love to join you. That's a good accepting point, but I would not encourage people to do that. Yeah, I would encourage people to do that. Because in email, right, we can actually write something that's not so formal. That thing on that not formal, we can use words that are not so formal in the first section. Then for the second section, we need to use formal vocabulary. So in accepting invitation, we can use count on me or count me in. Then we accept your invitation. That's a very good, straightforward, but I would prefer I'll be there. That's how the Alpha boys says, Sigma boys says, right? They all say, I'll be there. That's the second part of it. In declining invitation, the best one is directly tell them, I don't want to go, I have no time. I won't be able to make it, that's the best one. Just one sentence, alright? So, forget about those. And signing off, we have the best is bye. Just a word bye. If you have this 4 content point, you will get full 4 marks. Full 4 marks is equivalent to around 20 over 4. So I'll just read for you one sample English email essay. Alright? We must remember the format to write people's email in front. And eventually also the subject. What's the subject? Try to figure it out in the title. They'll give you a title. For example, you receive an email from a friend, Terence, who wants to invite you to his housewarming party. He's inviting you to a housewarming party. So I would really like to say, yeah, I would say around, my family has just moved, that's the sample email. And then you going to write, hi, nice to hear from you. Congratulations on your new home. Wow, a housewarming party. I would miss it for the, well, you see, as you can see here, the word wow. Can you use the word wow? Yes, you can. Because as I say in section A, people are not 10. People tends to write informal letter in section A. A lot of people are asking me about, can I write, may I go to the loo? Loo means toilet in Britain, but not in American, so actually it's not recommended to write. Just to be sure, the examiner would be an American or British, we don't know. How exciting to have your own pool. Can I bring my swimsuit and swim in the pool? That would be a lot of fun. My parents and sister are coming as well. They can't wait to see you and your family. If it's not too much trouble, I would like to eat the spicy chicken burrito. Burrito is a kind of Mexican dish. Just remember this, alright? Something wrapped in, it's a wrap that wrapped in chicken. That's called a burrito or something else. I'm looking forward to the party. You can say, but as I say, the best. Just write since bye and your name. Or live. You totally write bye, you need to write hope to hear from you soon, and full stop, then goodbye. That's the best. For right now, I've teach you the most basic around English essays right now. For part 2, guided writing. For the guided writing, we cannot use informal letters as in section A. Read the question carefully, understand what you are required to write. That's the first part. Read 2 or 3 points given in the stimulus. Remember that you must include all the points. Yes, they will give you all the points to write everything, and you must include all those points. Draft your essay. Introduce topic. Introduce point 1. So the best way to write this essay is around 125 words and 150 words. So it's the best way to write is they'll give you 3 points or 2 points. If they give you 2 points, then you write the first part, second part, first paragraph, second paragraph, and the third paragraph to answer all the questions. And after that, you should have a conclusion. After finishing conclusion, you should review and edit those words. Maybe you have mistake in vocabulary and grammar. Try look on it. So this is sample answer on the essay. Television is beneficial for students. It provides entertainment, education, and keeps us abreast with the latest news globally. Television is the easiest form of entertainment. You can take a break by watching sitcoms and cartoons. The characters hilarious antics can keep stress at bay as laughter is the best medicine. Television can also be source of education during the Movement Control Order, MCO. As we know, MCO is the lockdown. Movement Control Order due to COVID-19. Students can learn through programs such as Astro Tutor TV, which provides lessons using approaches that appeals to students. So Astro Tutor TV is just an example, right? It's best in essay if you can't elaborate, just give an example of 2. Or the National Geographic channels where students are able to learn about histories. Yeah, they give about examples and actually elaborate later. Nature and the environment in the most interesting way. Finally, television updates us with the latest development around the world. Means they bring you news. News channels such as CNN, BBC News, and Bloomberg's televisions give us the most up-to-date news of current events. Therefore, television is definitely beneficial for students to spend their leisure times at home. So in the conclusion, they don't use in conclusion, they use therefore. Yes, you must have at least 5 assay. Is there 5 cohesive device here? So we got the first cohesive device as finally. And therefore, okay, in this book, we only can see 2 cohesive device, which is not a very good sign, but which I've highlighted for you. If there's only 2 cohesive device, therefore, you will be deducted marks. Your marks will be deducted. So there will be 5 marks for cohesive device, so you must write at least 5 cohesive device. So finally, therefore, in conclusion, furthermore, moreover, just add 3 of them, okay? Just what I say just now. Now just skip all the part, you don't need to know everything. Useful expression. Okay, so the useful expression, I guess you already know yourself. Your English is not that bad though. For part 3, the hardest in the whole section, but it's actually pretty simple because it's KSSM syllabus. It's not GCSE syllabus or IBC syllabus or Ielts. I'll talk about that later. So what is an article? So for part 3, there can be article, there can be story, there can be narrative writing, there can be a lot of stuff. So I'll just go through one for you that you must remember. Article report. So for articles, the best and easiest format is just the title in front. Remember this as the title and second one by who? By you. This is it. Alright? Because when I was having examination last time, I actually used to forget to write my name, and I got deducted by marks. Because for another way of writing articles, you can actually write the format here. You can write the title and then your name and your position down here. But I actually forgot about it. Because I forgot about this format, I can just write this. With this format, I can actually get over a high marks. But I totally forgot about it. Forget about it. Okay. For the essay part, I'll read you one, the easiest. Okay, very fast. Our time is pretty short for a while. A few months ago, I was feeling so low that I felt like I was walking in a deep, dark pit. I was teased and taunted for being obese, and I was body shame every day. Obese means very fat, and taunted means insult or tease. I thought nothing in the world could lift my spirits. Then I met Patches. Patches is just a name. Don't get too confused. Lift my spirits means make me happy. I remember our first meeting as clear as day. I was walking towards the deserted mine pool, filled with dark thoughts. Out of the blue, I heard a weak meow. So a cat meowed, straining my ears. I followed the sound and found a kitten fighting the swift current of the monsoon drain. Swift is a very light current. It's like, this is called a swift, like the wind swift. Carefully, I rescued the kitten and took it home. He rescued the kitten and took it home. For the first time in months, I had a purpose in life. It has been almost a year now, and I'm feeling much better. Thanks to Patches, she gives me a sense of belonging. So for animals, we can actually have 2 senses and 2 adjectives to write. The first to write is she and it. In animal, we can also use it. So for the she, we can actually change it to it. Then it's much recommended to write it because she is also good, but it's kind of modern days speaking. And if I say she, you wouldn't know if she's a pet or it's a human, right? Okay, she gives me a sense of belonging. She loves me unconditionally. Yeah, animals love you unconditionally. It's very normal. Regardless of what size, I feel love. Her eye contact and soft pouring toward me to be affectionate, to be, or even with those who ridicule me. Today, when people make a mockery of my weight, I give them a broad smile as they have not learned the most precious gift of life, unconditional love. Make a mockery means tease. Remember, taunt and make a mockery is synonym. A pet reminds you that you are never alone. The minute the door is open, Patches runs up to me and paws lovingly. She snuggles at my feet, and this is a very soothing and comforting feeling. It pushes all the troubles off my mind as I lift her into my arms. She knows when I am distressed and offer comfort and love. Thus, if you often feel stressed or down, try keeping a pet or getting close to animals. It may not make all your problems disappear, but it would certainly give you a mental health, a healthy boost. That's all for English today, and we are going into Physic right now. Actually, I'm having live on YouTube as well, so you can check out on my YouTube channel, because as you know, I stated in the previous video, I can't see comments on here. Yeah, because I'm using multi-streaming apps. Alright, so for the Physic, a lot of people don't understand what I'm talking about in the previous video because I was talking too fast, certainly. And right now, I'm just going to slow it down. And we just chill right now. Breathe in, breathe out. Are you guys alright? If it's alright. Okay, let's say this is the spring. Let's say this is the spring. And the spring flows like this, in a straight line. I mean, the spring is in a straight line. It's not curving around. That's called longitudinal wave. So, longitudinal wave is actually pretty simple. As the wave is actually, oops, my paper. It's actually straight. That's called longitudinal wave. That's a straight one. It's a straight line, and that's actually a spring. All right, so it's a straight line. It's a straight line. If you ever see a wave in a straight line pattern, it's called longitudinal wave. For a transverse wave, a lot of people are asking me, transverse wave are actually like this. So there's a crest and there's a crest. So transverse wave is like, let me show you on my pad. So for the transverse waves is actually let me just show you pretty quick. All right, so we have it here. Wait. All right, so we have it here. this is called wave. And we don't need to take care about the wave cycle or this. We just need to remember the periods here. We just need to remember those important things. Study smart and hard, not study hard and yeah, you know what I'm talking about. So for the wavelength, it's actually called lambda. It's known as lambda. And amplitude is also important. Remember this tree. This, just forget about it. It's not going to be in the examination. I've never seen it for almost 30. I've done almost papers 20 years ago. I've never seen this. Okay, so that would be easy. So if you see just now, like this, up and down, that's called transverse wave. And for refraction, why is it a refraction? Okay, so for the wave, we have compression and refraction. Refraction is where everything are compound inside. 全部东西挤在一起，我们叫做 refraction. Afterwards, we have something, we have larger and wider range and not so compact. 那个我们叫做 compression. 诶，我讲错，我讲到这了。Refraction 啊，就是 refraction is like something that is very not compact. And compression is very compact, okay? Force is compacting it, so that's why it created the wave. Compact, non-compact, compact, non-compact. That's called refraction and compression. So compression is the compact. Remember C for C. Just remember one, don't remember two. Don't just simply go and study hard and just memorize. You won't learn anything. My name is Ong Chien. Today I'm going to teach you my learning techniques that are technically is taking 20 subjects in my examinations, including engineering and surgeon. Circle two letters in diagram that represent a wavelength. So for wavelength, you can actually use C to C, compression to compression, or refraction to refraction. So what is a wavelength? As just now you can see here. As I told you, a wave cycle does not exist in examination, so we have wavelength. Actually, the wave cycle does exist, but it's not called wave cycle, it's called lambda. Alright, and the wavelength is actually